You guys going to happy hour?
Live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. This is the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary with you as always. Rico, what's up, man?
Hello.
How's your Wednesday?
It's going fantastic. How about yourself?
Not too bad. I'm smelling Wingstop.
I know I really want to eat it right now.
Shout out to Mark Onweiler, great boss, because he brought us Wingstop.
The thicker sticker says thigh stop.
No, it does not.
It does. The sticker on, you see the one that covers the bag?
Oh, it does.
Well, I know that they have like a new thing where they
look
sell.
at that. It was crafted for Nick.
Look at that. Well, mine's in there too. So.
Oh, is there two separate bags?
But so they sell like thigh, like thigh
there it is.
Little bites or whatever.
That's true. So shout out to thighs. Shout out to Thigh Stop. There's. I didn't get through it. I didn't. I tried to. I just
said, shout out to thighs.
Okay. Well, the text will come in here in a moment.
Great way to start a Wednesday.
The text will come in a moment about shouting out to thighs. But anyway,
gracious.
Shout out to Wingstop.
Happy
Wednesday. And happy Wednesday. We found our new open sound.
There we go.
Okay. Anyway, so we're smelling the Wingstop here in the studio. 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those are open for you. Unnamed texter says this: what kind of show is this?
You never know.
You never know. And if the first 2.5 minutes of this
or any indication,
neither do we. Yeah, exactly. Scott says, oh, there he goes again. I apologize, but we're moving on.
No.
No, we're not reading that.
We won't forget, but no.
We will. Yeah, we're not forgetting about that. Okay, anyway, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those are open for you guys the entire show today, as well as the video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You can also hit us up on our personal Twitters, Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. Got some good stuff for you. Fred Hoiberg talked on the radio last night. I just saw this actually as I was getting ready to intro the show. Something along the lines of, quote, we're going to completely change the way we go about offensive rebounding. We have guys who can go get the ball. He also added that Nebraska fans are going to love Alabama transfer Juwan Gary. Here's a stat for you, Rico.
Ooh, I love stats. Go.
Nebraska has not ranked higher than 299th in offensive rebounding percentage during the Fred Hoiberg era.
That is not surprising. I mean this in a friendly way. When Fred Hoiberg says that they're going to completely change the way they go about offensive rebounding, they're going to try to get offensive rebounds.
There we go.
Because if you watch the games, they take a shot and nobody's staying down for the rebound.
No.
There might be one person, but nobody's staying down for an offensive rebound. It's just like, oh, we're going to shoot it, and if we miss, it's theirs. If we make it, then we make it. So it's like I understand it. Like, you want to get back on defense, but at the same time, at least try for a second possession.
Well, and it was, a lot of our conversations last season was Derek Walker. You can't blame him for not getting the rebound when he's trying to fight 3 Big Ten dudes for an offensive board. He's by himself. Exactly. Latman wasn't rebounding or wasn't even trying. Like, they weren't down there trying to rebound.
He was trying to get back on defense and prevent a fast break. But
exactly.
At the same time, you can prevent a fast break by getting an offensive rebound. I know you're not going to...
Or making a shot.
It's not like you're going to get 20 offensive rebounds unless you're playing against Nebraska last season. But
that's true.
But at least attempt and try to get a second possession, because that could change the entire tenor of a game. Well, if you get an offensive rebound, you kick it back out to whatever shooter just missed a shot. Maybe they hit it. Maybe it makes them feel better about themselves. Their confidence grows. Then they start hitting more shots. So it's all about confidence.
You have to remember that Nebraska was a team that was supposed to be lights out shooters last year. Supposed to be lights out shooters every year. I mean, let's be real. From what we've heard, they were supposed to be lights out shooting last year. And
shooters all over.
I mean, K-State Tominaga, CJ Wilcher actually played really well last year as a sixth man. Kobe Webster shot the ball well at times, and same with Bryce and Trey. When he was healthy, he was able to facilitate a little bit better. And Derek Walker had a great season. Now, are we saying that Nebraska's an NCAA tournament team this year? I think those expectations are far from what we're going to be talking about this next year.
You never know.
There you go, Mariko. That's the mentality to have.
You never know with
Nice job.
this team.
There you go.
Honestly, they could be a fantastic team. Are they my pick to win the Big Ten? No. Do I think they could make the tournament as a lower seed? I mean, anything is possible. They could turn their season around. I mean, everybody thinks football is going to turn their season from 3 wins to 10. Not everybody, but a lot of people think they're going to go from 3 wins to 10 wins. What's stopping the basketball team from, going, 7, 8 wins?
Yeah.
To, I don't know, 14, 15. Beating a couple really good teams and having a high RPI and sneaking their way into the tournament somehow.
So you're asking who are Nebraska's kind of perimeter guys that might take the bulk of the shots. Fred Hoiberg said last night, Sam Griesel, Ramel Lloyd, Emmanuel Bandumel, the SMU transfer, also said Coron McPherson had a very productive redshirt year.
Look at Coron.
So Q has been making some strides according to Fred Hoiberg. And we're seeing this on Twitter. We're seeing pushback about Nebraska. Fred Hoiberg's fired up about the transfers, everything like that. And people are saying, oh, yeah, we're fired up again for the transfers. It seems like it's a yearly thing. At some point, it goes right back to the football comparison. What is Coach Hoiberg supposed to say? Like this year,
I guess we're going to suck again.
Exactly, especially after one of the more disappointing years. You've had a couple staff changes with Matt Abdelmassi no longer part of the staff, and Buzzy Carruthers taking a job at Missouri State. Doc Sadler's position being eliminated off the staff. You hire a staff member in Adam Howard, who is more of a
defensive minded,
on the floor kind of coach rather than Matt Abdelmassi, who is mainly a recruiter. And so you're kind of going with a different approach, not trying to compare football and basketball again this year, but you're making wholesale changes, which when we talked to Jacob Padilla a couple weeks ago, or even Jimmy Watkins back when Baylor Shireman made his decision to go to Creighton, when we're talking about these wholesale changes, that's kind of what Nebraska needed to do. Fred Hoiberg needed to make a lot of changes, whether that's the way they run their offense, whether that's the way or who he has on his staff, the personnel that's in the locker room. And he did that. He went out once again and got a high-profile transfer from North Dakota State who has NCAA tournament experience going up against Zion Williamson at Duke, because Sam Griesel was in charge of guarding Zion at times when North Dakota State played Duke in the NCAA tournament. But he has a guy that has postseason experience, plays in conference tournaments. Yes, it's the Summit League, but also the most valuable transfer in all of college basketball played in the Summit League last year, and in Baylor Shireman, who now Baylor Shireman, with his addition, takes Creighton from a top 10 team to a national championship contender.
Oh, yeah, he took his name out of the NBA draft.
He did. So it's official that he's going to Creighton. So when we're talking about the offseason additions, I guess look at it the same as football, I suppose. As Fred Hoiberg's doing everything that he needed to do to save his job, because when the basketball season rolls around here in November or so, we're going to be saying extremely similar things as we are to the football season right now.
Honestly,
this is prove it mode.
No matter how much you want to get away from basketball, men's basketball and football comparisons, it's inevitable. They both had troubling seasons last year. They both had troubling seasons since they've been here. They went and talked to the new AD and had their contracts reworked. In many people's eyes, and just about everybody's eyes, both of them are in make it or break it seasons this year. They both entered the transfer portal a decent amount of times during their tenures here at Nebraska. Fred, has made a living off of it in every place he's been in the collegiate rankings, Iowa State. But the addition of transfer portal, a massive transfer portal class for football, and the continued addition of transfer portal additions for basketball just make it even that much more similar between men's basketball and football in ways that are just kind of freaky, where they're lined up perfectly with each other. They both need to win, and if they don't win, many people are saying that their jobs are on the line.
No,
they're both on the hot seat. They're both high profile at the time, high profile coaches where if you don't take them, if you hire somebody else while they're still on the market, at least for Nebraska, you look dumb. Like they were both wanted here at Nebraska.
Exactly. And there's even that thought of if there's no Nebraska connection,
he's not here.
Does Nebraska get either one, Scott Frost or
the Fred Hoiberg one is very small.
It is a small one,
but it is there. And he does have family in Lincoln.
That's true.
Did have family before he got here. He has family in Lincoln. His dad was, or grandpa was the coach. Great grandpa, regular grandpa was the coach. Regular grandpa,
just regular
not great,
grandpa,
just
not unregular grandpa,
just straight up grandpa, not great grandpa. Was the coach when Nebraska beat Wilt Chamberlain in Kansas. That's that's the connection with Nebraska that he has, and we all know Scott Frost's connections. So
yeah,
if neither one of them have connections towards Nebraska, it would be hard to say either one of them would be here.
Well, and I guess when you're talking about coaches and hiring coaches and whether or not they'd be at a certain place, there's always connections behind the scenes. I guess a big part of it is Nebraska when they were looking for a basketball and or football coach. A big thing that always comes up is resources and facilities and fan support. And Nebraska is as good as almost anywhere in all three of those categories. And Bill Moose, the athletic director at the time, made it very apparent and very well known that he was going to accommodate his coaches with whatever they need. And Trev Alberts is kind of on the same wavelength to where they, if the coach needs something, Trev is going to do everything in his power to give them all the resources that are necessary for them to do their job at the highest, capability, if that makes sense. 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the small Starter Heyman text line. I read small on the text line, and anyway, the Starter Heyman text line, both those are open for you guys. Nebraska ball fan asks this: do you guys think that Fred has to go 500, at least 500 this year to keep his job? You can't lose games. I honestly haven't put much thought into what the record needs to be or what the product needs to look like or what needs to be all changed and how it needs to look. You talk about expectations when it comes to Nebraska men's basketball, and they're not necessarily super high. Like I remember going into last season and telling you, Rico, if Nebraska gets a bye of day one in the Big Ten tournament,
they're good.
Nebraska feels good about themselves in basketball. Nebraska fans are happy. You don't need to go and have fewer than 5 losses in a season to sell out Pinnacle Bank Arena. You could be a 500 team, and just how good the conference is from top to almost bottom. If Nebraska's playing Indiana, who at the time might be 500, and if Nebraska's 500, you're selling out PBA. You're getting 12, 13,000 people to come to Pinnacle Bank Arena on a Wednesday night at a 6:30 p.m. tip-off on Big Ten Network. Like, you're going to get that. So and that goes right back to the fan support and give credit to the fans. So does he need to go 500? I don't know if we can really put a number on it. I think it's more of what's it look like at the end of the season or throughout the season? Do the guys
get blown up by 30 twice?
Exactly. Now this year we're looking, and Bryce McGowan's is tough because he left after 1 year, and it's more Q McPherson, now Ramel Lloyd, the guys that won't leave after their first year or aren't necessarily projected to leave right now after their first year.
Have a great year.
Do those guys get better and put you in a good position for years to come? Wilhelm Breidenbach's included in there. Keisei Tominaga as well, in addition to those guys. And the reason so, because if Nebraska can get a bye in day one of the Big Ten tournament this year, what does that mean for next year? Or do you actually see an evolution of a program from day one to day whatever of the end of the season?
I mean, it's like we just said, the expectations for men's basketball are completely different from men's football if we want to keep those comparisons going, because you've had moderate success in the past, but you haven't had near the level of success where, you're expecting this team to be in the NCAA tournament year in and year out. Yes, you would like them to be in contention every single year, as every school, every university, every fan base would like their team to be. But if they are a high seed in the NIT tournament, if they're, as you said, get a first round bye in the conference tournament, if they're a couple games over 500, if they're right at 500, but they've been competitive in just about every game and they have an upset or two on their schedule, Nebraska ball fans will be happy. Nebraska ball fans will be content with that kind of season. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Nebraska basketball fans. I'm just saying that the expectations are different. And even with Fred Hoiberg, you're not expecting to go into the NCAA tournament and make any type of crazy amount of noise. You would love for Nebraska to get to the NCAA tournament and win their first game with Fred Hoiberg and whatever squad you have. But again, being on the bubble, just missing out and making the NIT, that would be considered a pretty successful season, especially after what you've seen the first 3 years.
So the top 6 seeds in, the top 4 seeds get a 2-round bye in the Big Ten tournament. Seeds 5 and 6 get a 1-round seed. So if Nebraska is the 6th team in the conference, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ohio State was 12-8 in the conference. Michigan State was just below them at 11-9 in the conference.
Ohio State, a team you should have beat twice.
Yeah.
A team you beat once
on the road
and had them on the ropes the first time.
So when you're saying that, I mean, is 11-9 really out of arm's length out of arm's stretch for Nebraska? I wouldn't say so.
And that Ohio State team has potentially 2 first-round picks in the NBA draft.
Yeah.
One for sure in Malachi Branham, maybe a second one in EJ Liddell.
Exactly. I mean, the Big Ten Freshman of the Year, supposedly in Malachi Branham, whatever. And so, I mean, with all that in mind, that's where if you're Trev Alberts or whoever's in charge of deciding whether or not Fred Hoiberg keeps his job.
Comparison's too close.
Exactly. It's more of, is there evolution and how is that set up? Speaking about Wilhelm Breidenbach, Fred Hoiberg said last night that he is ahead of schedule on his rehab. And now, exactly. I knew you'd be happy about that, Rico. And so, yeah, within arm's reach. Thank you. Thank you, Scott. But either way, that's why the evolution of the program is so important, because like Rico said, if you make an NIT this year, you can look at your roster, and yes, Derek Walker, who Fred Hoiberg last night called the heart and soul of this team, yes, he's going to be gone. However, Wilhelm Breidenbach should be ready to take charge. Oleg Koyanets should still be here.
Yes. And
however you feel about him. Blaze Kita, same story with him.
He might be a 1-year guy.
He might be a 1-year guy.
Again, that's a depending on how the year goes.
Exactly. And Ramel Lloyd, who knows what's going to happen with him, but he should still be here in year 2. And Q McPherson, same story with him. There are pieces on the roster where then we talk about that camaraderie that's been built and evolved, and we can point back to a previous year and say it. Right now, you're looking back at last year, and we're looking more at individual pieces, saying, yeah, CJ Wilcher coming off the bench was a really, really good player for Nebraska.
Fantastic.
Derek Walker down low, really, really good player for Nebraska. Now, can we as Nebraska, fight the injury bug, avoid the injury bug, and it hurting guys like Wilhelm Breidenbach, who we expect to be big parts of this thing going forward? Can Ramel Lloyd facilitate the offense like we're expecting? Sam Grease will come in, make an immediate impact, and kind of turn this thing in the right way.
Can Blaze Kita be all of the number 1 JUCO center that he is projected to be?
Exactly. And with it, there is some excitement with number 1, Nate Lenzer on the staff, and number 2, Adam Howard now, who is more of, like I said earlier, on the floor kind of coach rather than off the floor recruiting type of coach. And then you have Fred Hoiberg, who still has the track record. Like Fred Hoiberg, his name still carries weight despite the failures at Nebraska. And he still knows what he's talking about, and he still has respect throughout the college and professional basketball worlds.
I'm really interested to see how the offense takes shape for Nebraska basketball this season, considering that they have probably a true big man in Blaze Kita down low. I'm hoping that Blaze and Derek Walker can be on the floor at the same time. You've seen Derek has a little bit of touch from away from the rim. He's got a little bit of a
from the elbow,
shot.
18 feet away.
He's got a nice little jumper like that, so he'll be able to allow Blaze Kita to get into the paint and put in some work there. And as I said, he's you would think a true big man, so Nebraska can dump it down low, let him go to work. Yeah. Are they going to not rely on that, but use that as more of a part of their game? Are they going to run through Derek Walker still a decent amount of the time? Are they going to be perimeter centric as they have been the first 3 years? I'm really interested in that, and I'm interested in Adam Howard coming in and how the defense looks. if they, because he was like a matchup zone is what
Yeah.
he specialized in. Do they go into a zone more often than they did before? Because you would see them go into a zone after a timeout to kind of try and slow down a team. And it worked out really well. Will they stay in a zone for a longer amount of time? Will the defense get ratcheted up? And you're going to have two really good defensive big men on the court, possibly if Derek and Blaze can be on the court at the same time. So I'm really interested to see that. The length is still going to be amazing for Nebraska. I mean, you've got Sam Griesel and Ramel Lloyd are both around over 6'4", so
Yeah.
it'll be good. I'm really interested to see both sides.
So once again, Adam Howard was named Nebraska's assistant on April 4th of this year. He came from, just to kind of give listeners a refresher, came to Nebraska from South Alabama. Now, obviously, you're aware of the different types of playing styles and the competition level at a place like South Alabama rather than Nebraska. But let me just read this for you. As Rico said, he was definitely a defensive-minded coach, first and foremost. In 2019 and 2020, the Jaguars posted the program's first 20-win season since 2008 and 2009. Now, I say 2019 and 2020 because that's the first year that Adam Howard was promoted to associate head coach for South Alabama. So that's why I bring that out. Then the following season, the Jaguars went 21-12 again, reached the semifinals of the Basketball Classic, while the Jaguars' 21 wins are the most at the school since the 2007-2008 season. South Alabama ranked in the top 40 nationally in scoring defense, field goal percentage, and block shots per game. So that's something that if you're Fred Hoiberg and you're looking at Nebraska needs physicality, needs defense, and a making of a good coach, when we talk about Scott Frost or Fred Hoiberg, is their willingness and ability to make changes, whether it's on the bigger scale and from the 50,000-foot view to where they're making changes in the offseason or in-game changes to where they're able to adapt and once again, make adjustments within the game from first half to second half, right? Because we've seen many times where Nebraska's been able to hold on or hang on to a team in the first half and then come out flat in the second half, or start out flat and in the second half catch fire, start to come back, and then they just don't have enough of
Too much
good
gas.
shooters. Good shooters. I mean, that was really the gist of it in previous years. Is in the Big Ten, you got to have size, you got to have physicality, and you got to be able to shoot the basketball. And I know that sounds pretty generic just to find success at basketball. But
that's exactly what Nebraska's been lacking.
Exactly. Nebraska's
all
been
three
lacking
together.
So a couple other things that I kind of took away from Fred Hoiberg here. Once again, let me pull up my notes. But it was basically that, once again, Wilhelm Breinebach ahead of schedule on his rehab. He called Trey McGowan's and Derek Walker the heart and soul of this team. So Trey McGowan's kind of moving on. It does hurt Nebraska, obviously, and Fred Hoiberg wasn't shy about that. He also added something along the lines. He talked about the guys that are having or chasing professional careers. Here's what he said. Once again, Jimmy Watkins had this on Twitter. Fred Hoiberg says, Latman will have a long playing career in Australia. Trey McGowan's, quote, may have to take a different route, but Hoiberg believes he'll find a summer league or a training camp spot. And Bryce McGowan's has interest from every team in the NBA.
Love it.
So that's something that is kind of caught my eye. Bryce McGowan's, despite being on Nebraska, he still finds NBA interest. And obviously part of that's the player and the body type and things like that. But
his workouts have been immaculate. If you've seen any of the videos and seen any of the NBA scouts tweeting about him, they love him.
Yeah. Well, and there was even, I'll find it when we were during break. There was a executive from the Western Conference. Obviously they leave them anonymous in these things, in these reports, but that was a big fan of Bryce McGowan's and just said that basically the gist of it is he needs to just put on some weight. But coming from Nebraska, they said something along the lines of he played at Kansas or Duke or North Carolina, this guy would have a lot more interest. So you have to also think down the road. Maybe this puts Nebraska in a little bit better of a spot. And Fred Hoiberg, once again, a sales pitch when we're talking about recruiting, if Fred Hoiberg needs another one, is say, hey, even when we went whatever their record was and had a long losing streak, we still got guys in the NBA. We still got guys overseas playing professionally. We still got Trey McGowan's a training camp spot in the summer, in the summer league. So it's like things like that.
You're going to have damn near 3 players in the NBA and no winning seasons.
Exactly. So, it's definitely attractive for potential recruits. If they're not necessarily the high-level recruits, 5 stars that you're fighting Duke and Kansas for, but some of those guys that may be some hidden gems within the recruiting world that Fred Hoiberg may be able to develop into eventually professional players or guys that can get Nebraska turning into a winning program. All right, good stuff. I was not expecting to talk basketball for 28 minutes, but here we are. 402-464-5685. I'll read you guys the executive's statement on Bryce McGowan's coming up after the break. Then we'll kind of switch gears to football. And I still want to kind of talk Major League Managers, because in Major League Baseball, win percentages out of managers are all around 50%. And that keeps you your job. So when you get either a guy that's way below that benchmark or way above it, it's kind of a dime a dozen. Or excuse me, it's not dime a dozen. It's kind of it's kind of a shot in the dark.
There you go.
Because it's kind of interesting to see. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back on the Happy Hour.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Seasons change, but your land stays the same. You need the right solutions to keep you moving. That's why you rely on Acres Equipment, your Nebraska-owned premier John Deere dealership. Whether you're harvesting, protecting your crops, feeding the herd, maintaining your lawn, improving your business, or letting off some steam, Acres has what you need to get the job done. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning into Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Myers, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Mama, what does the chicken say? Dog. Cat. Giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, but you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order your Wingstop online at 28th and Superior, 50th and O Street, and 29th and Pine Lake.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Tune in every Monday morning throughout the summer at 6:45 a.m. for golf course reviews on the Nebraska Golf Passport Early Break Golf Tour with Jake Sorensen and Steve Sipple on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Mom was always very organized. But my sister and I noticed she started to forget things.
Telling my girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard.
But Mom's early detection gave us time to make a plan. My sister and I were there for Mom and each other.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. For more information, visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Hey, Steve. Welcome to Great Clips. Great Clips asks, what's the difference between good and great?
Come on back and have a seat.
Good asks you what haircut you'd like.
I have all your details from last time. Would you like the same haircut today?
Great already knows. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you can get the same thing as last time, every time. Download our online check-in app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans, it's a story that rings true. We learn to endure the heat in silence. We apply what we learn to life, the bills, the job, the family, things we're expected to handle with ease. When life heats up around us, we just try to stay afloat. We let the water boil. Reaching out isn't easy, but you've never been interested in easy. You joined because you were not afraid of hard work. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait until the water boils. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Steve's Garage Doors and Services is under new management, but has the same great service as before. If your current garage door seems outdated or isn't working properly, call their new number at 402-480-2840 to schedule service or get a new door ordered. Steve's can repair most types of garage doors and can always point you in the right direction to get the job done. Give Steve's Garage Doors and Services a call today at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Clearing skies and a very comfortable June day on the way as we'll top out near 78. Winds out of the north at around 15, occasionally gusting near 20. Mainly clear tonight, a low dropping down to 57. We'll see a chance of thunderstorms moving back into the region by tomorrow afternoon with a high of around 82. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit managerbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you want to come and text us,
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
This is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We stand on the shoulders of women who came before us.
Women who fought for their own financial futures.
And now it's our turn.
Join us. Visit WeSaySaveIt.org and take control of your financial future by saving for retirement.
A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to The Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary. Presented by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I wish. All right, we're back here on the Happy Hour. Nick and Rico with you. We are joined by 2 very large men. Nuri and Brant. Nuri and Brant have stopped by. What's up, boys? Pop. How's it going?
Hello. How are you guys?
Not too bad. Nuri, you look good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's been a couple weeks.
It's been a couple weeks. Yeah, right.
we need to continue our off-air conversation after this.
Yeah, I think
but
so too.
Brant was not part of it.
I was not. I was recording a
cool little commercial. You know, I did Nuri's voice too because he can't really.
Well, I didn't understand
read
that
English too
Sprint
well.
wanted us to do it at the same time.
Oh,
but
okay.
he didn't. So like I just followed his.
Yeah. Sometimes if you talk at the same time, it's kind of it's kind of dumb.
Speaking of
he
didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't even recognize him when we walked in here with his haircut.
No hair.
Sup. Rico. Here's the thing. I told you guys when you guys walked in. Rico had to get his haircut because he didn't comb it.
That's
when it was
not
long.
what it is. I was tired of taking care of it, and it was hot.
Doesn't comb it. And
So
it's
it's-
all over the place.
I'm sorry.
Well,
You try having curly hair.
We got visitors in here.
You try having curly hair.
Mine's pretty
Yours is gonna
curly.
fall out in like 3 years.
It
anyways,
is.
so.
Boom. Hell of a lot easier to take care of. Easy to take care of. All right,
Shave
so
your
you can say hell.
I can say that.
No.
None of ours.
You can't.
DP said no.
Oh, my bad.
Really?
Maybe I
No,
can't.
no, I'm
Oh no,
kidding.
you can't.
No.
No, I mean
I'm just freaking with you,
bro. Nice.
Good catch.
I have had to be dumped on my own show, so it is.
Really?
I have.
Yeah,
So-
he's like Ron Burgundy. If you put it on the text line, he'll probably
Text-
read
put it
it.
on the text line. I'll read it.
We have not been dumped yet, except by the Australian. He was on.
No,
our
I
show
thought
once.
you did too. You did once.
Oh,
and
well,
Daniel
I did do once. I forgot
I
about that.
still surprisingly haven't.
That is
But then-
shocking.
But then right
Especially-
at break, I'm just like, "Ugh."
No, you did the
Sailor.
first show.
Yeah, but that didn't.
That was
count.
that was like within 2 minutes.
That was the first.
Oh, it was a
show.
practice. It was a practice.
Yeah.
But within 2 minutes, come on! Like we had a
The
2-hour
first-
show.
the
and it was
first
within-
show-
within 2 minutes.
But we didn't even hit the dump button. It
because
wasn't.
we didn't
that
have
bad.
a dump button.
But it
at
wasn't
the time.
that bad.
Yeah, no, I mean it's all good. All right, so Nuri and Brant join us Sunday morning pancakes. I mean, how's the show going? Is it
Pretty
chilling?
good.
It's fun.
Are we enjoying it?
Yeah, we're eating good. It's
Yeah.
fun.
I was saying, so what commercial were we recording today? Tell the people where you're going.
We are going to Lincoln's Pub on 48th and Layton.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
It's
So
like,
Lincoln.
He can't read good, but he remembers things.
I remember.
Yeah.
I'm like elephant.
If I read to him, he knows exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, no, we're going there. People can meet us there.
Awesome.
I think it's 2 weeks every month, maybe.
I
We don't
believe
know.
so.
I
Nice.
think so.
We'll update
So it's
We'll definitely get the update out.
well,
there,
it's
'cause we're
definitely this
not
Sunday.
sure
We'll let him
at
know.
all.
Definitely
We'll
this
let him know.
Sunday from 11 to 1.
We
Perfect.
get the text, and DP's like, "Hey, come here," and we're like, "All right."
It sounds good. I'll be there.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Are
Well,
you guys going to be here this Friday?
I have.
We're
The hot
we're gonna
ones.
be here at
No,
9.
no,
Or-
the grill
so
out.
for the
The
grill
grill
off.
We can't
then
be in the morning. 'cause
You can't be
we
here?
We have lifts. Yeah.
Trust me.
What's more important, lift or meat?
Yeah, I'll text Duval. We'll figure that out.
Okay, actually, that's fine. So what are we doing right now? Like, what's our day-to-day life looking like right now?
Sure.
So imagine you wake up
Okay.
and then you hate yourself for the next
Easy.
4
bro.
hours, and then you
What
come
do
back.
you mean?
Okay, so it's like,
I
what do you-
love to rise and grind and puke and then grind
Really?
again.
So I mean,
Puke and rally.
so what are we doing like in the morning? You wake up. What do you do? Walk us through a day.
Wake up. I wait for Nuri to wake up. I wake
Okay.
up like an hour before him because
Is that true?
For no reason. I don't know why.
well, I got dogs. I got to walk. Nuri,
Okay, well,
Nuri
makes
wakes
sense.
up, doesn't even brush his teeth. He's like,
That's
"Let's go
not
lift."
true. That is. I wake
You don't
up.
brush your teeth?
I do. I
Okay.
do. Like
Mm,
he always says that just to make fun of me.
What
But-
toothpaste?
I use the black and
water.
Yeah,
what
I was
is
gonna say
it?
water.
Just
yeah.
water.
No, the
charcoal?
Yeah,
Charcoal?
the charcoal from
Wow.
Oreo
Okay.
B. I think
Okay.
it's called. I don't know.
Yes, I know.
Anyway,
I know.
anyway,
I know
I
what
know-
you're
you know
saying.
what-
Someone
Thank you,
told
thank
him
you.
that it would make his teeth so much whiter, so now he spends like
Okay,
$8 on
he thinks that toothpaste is like the best toothpaste because it makes
Beth. Yeah, the Beth.
it's the best toothpaste because he says that it makes his foam look funny.
Okay.
That's why he likes it. So
it does. It makes
you know.
makes your whole mouth like black. It's charcoal. It's great.
But yeah, so like we believe, and then we depending on like
We all ride together.
yeah.
Sometimes.
Okay. Well, gas is ridiculous.
Mhm.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Car. So.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, he owns a truck, so that
Okay.
is in Texas.
diesel
Okay.
truck.
Great,
I
great,
need an
great
electric
point for
one.
that. So,
Yeah, I need electric.
yeah.
Bad. Yeah,
My
bad.
yeah,
mom's out
so-
in California with my grandma this week,
No.
and it's
No.
like $6.75 a gallon
Yeah.
for like I think it's just
Doesn't it hit
regular
like
gas.
That is
isn't their
brutal.
minimum wage like $7.50 or something like that? And it
Yeah.
hit like $8.
Yeah,
at
something
one
like
point.
that.
That's
I don't know.
crazy.
Yeah, so back to our
Imagine
morning
going
schedule.
to work for an
No,
hour and then
well,
not being able to drive home because
that's-
you don't have enough money.
That's
for
what I'm saying.
gallons.
Like the gas goes up. I'll leave for work one morning and it'll be a certain price. Then I come home from work and it's 10 cents more
yeah.
every day. That's been the thing.
You're like, dang it!
I'm like,
should have got it this morning.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
so you
okay,
leave
so
your house.
you leave your house, you ride
Yeah,
together.
We go to the stadium. We start our workout. And
we
then,
changed.
Well, I guess we changed.
We changed into our lifting clothes.
And then we all walked together. The entire run walks together to the weight room.
Okay.
And we stretch for a little bit, and then we start the workout. And then after that, we go to lunch. We shower, we go to lunch, and
Nuri talks to the softball team.
I talk to everyone,
for 3 hours while
Good.
waiting on him.
Usually I leave, but at that point I leave by myself because he drives with somebody else that
doesn't want to wait
quicker. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Don't want to wait. And I love
No camaraderie. No camaraderie.
I
like does not care.
If there's any guy that'll sit there,
what a
and
me guy.
talk-
Me
Dude,
guy. Total me guy.
I
Total
love
me
to
guy.
camaraderise, but Nuri, when you do it, like you're talking to like the academic counselors, like different teams. I'm like, can we just talk to our boys for 5 minutes?
See,
eat some
me guy.
lunch.
Me
Bro,
guy. Yeah, me
I'm
guy.
a
Does not
huge
care.
me guy.
Does not care.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I want to go watch Stranger Things. Like,
yeah. Okay. Well, we go home eventually, and then we
watch Stranger Things.
sleep until the run, and then until the run at night, and then we come back for the run.
How long is a run?
Depends.
It depends. Right? Like we haven't really got into it yet.
Yeah. Okay. Right now it's like kind of like the run the soreness out a little bit, and then eventually we'll get
And
to a
then
point
next
where
week it'll probably be like, yeah, let's run the puke.
Yeah.
Let's run all the puke out of you.
Sounds great.
Oh man.
I
So
mean,
did I see you guys rent stadiums the other day?
Yeah,
We got that go?
that wasn't us.
That wasn't you guys.
That was the skill guys. I know, like we kind of look a little bit similar, but
Yeah, you do. I didn't even notice
the
that.
I can see you guys scoring some touchdowns.
Yeah, no doubt. But I mean, that wasn't us. That day we had actually done a incredibly hard, very taxing lift. So we walked in and Duval was like, "Hey, how you guys feeling today?
How you guys feeling?" We're all like,
Coach, I'm
please,
not good.
Please,
not good.
I just want to go home.
So bad.
Okay, so before we let you go, we gotta get to break. I know Nathan wants to say something also.
I won't allow it.
So
hey, you're not allowed to talk after what I saw out there. You're not even allowed to say anything.
So the guys saw all of our record predictions, and
do
there's
what I
some that
want.
are 5-7, there's some that are 6-6, and there's some that are 7-5
out there actually.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Who did that?
Oh,
Nate?
I don't know.
Oh.
We don't know.
Brent put 12-0.
Someone named Daddy out there wrote that. I don't know.
There you go. All right, so Nate, before we ask a football question, Nate, what's up?
No, it is somewhat of a football question because I'm genuinely curious because we've had this question before. So pound for pound, I want to know how my bench press would stack up with the rest of the team. I weigh 205 and I can put up 310.
That's pretty good.
Little boy.
Don't ask my squat. My squat, I'm not going to mention.
Oh, no,
Well, do you
305.
max? Like,
What?
is that
The
your max?
only thing that I'll max is bench press.
So we don't ever max. It's like
Okay.
we go for like 10, 8, 6, 4 reps, or we go like for 3 sets of 10. I don't think we've maxed since I got here.
Yeah, but you got a little number.
And even then,
what it goes off of.
Yeah.
I mean, are you hitting that for one? Like
I'm just hitting for one.
No
So-
blocks. You're just like
So 4, I'd probably 280. I get 280 for 4. Would that stack me up with? Who would that stack me up with?
probably
like
Nuri
linebackers. I would
Linebackers?
say linebackers probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've always wondered because I've asked them.
I don't really see like any of the other position groups lift because we like the O line lifts by themselves and then D line lifts by themselves and then like the skill players and
so
like
outside, what is your
outside
4 rep
linebackers.
then?
So
What is your guys' 4 rep?
He stacks up with Bleak Road, right? That's
yeah.
My
I won't see him on the field though.
I don't have the greatest 4 up because my shoulder's messed up, but like 315 is my 4 up.
Wow,
that's not bad. Not bad, Nuri.
That one's like 405. So.
405?
No, I'm
He
100%.
put up 4 plays.
No, but okay, for him it's also harder because he has long arms. So
Yeah,
he has to like
no,
actually
it
get
sucks
all the
for
way
me.
down. There.
I hate that too because like you'll have some guy. I'm not gonna name any names, but guys on the O line that have shorter arms and they're just repping out like heavyweight. But
No, who is it?
Nuri? Yeah, sure, we'll go Nuri. Nuri knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I know who he's talking about.
Nuri.
Okay.
But dude, and then I'm in there like me and Teddy and Turner in there like bench pressing whatever weight it takes us like twice as long.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys deadlift too?
No, we
No
don't.
deadlift.
No, we did.
I mean, once.
No,
it was
we did.
once.
Yeah, one day a week.
So squatting and benching is what you guys focus on normally.
We don't even.
About.
No, we focus on squatting.
Squat.
I wouldn't
Well,
say
I was
bench.
gonna say,
so
we
big
do
squats.
we do bench before every metabolic.
Yeah, now I feel like squat.
Last year we
is
did
what,
too.
Yeah, but squats more what we focus.
No,
on.
yeah, focus 100% on the
Okay,
squat,
so-
but we also bench.
So if that's the case, what's the squat max is at right now?
Nuri,
Well,
what'd you do the other day? Why don't you?
795.
795.
That is
Hey, Nuri,
unbelievable.
for how many, Nuri?
10. That's so we follow a number. That's like it's like
less than that. Okay.
700.
The week before that, I did 655, and it just shot up to 795.
That's the bar. Like
so
the
seven
bar's bending. We have the extra heavy
gotta be
bar.
bending.
Like it's
Do
crazy.
you have 3 spotters then?
No.
No.
Oh no, yeah, on the side.
But on each
yeah.
side.
That's not a 1 rep max, though. That's like for
it's 10.
Yeah.
795 for 10.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice job.
My God.
It's ridiculous.
That's wild. Do you like?
I did like 405.
No,
I can
fully 100% say
yeah.
I definitely probably moved about like 6 inches down and back up
Yeah.
and thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
So like that's that.
My goodness. All right. So football question. Obviously, new coach in town, right?
Mhm.
What are not thoughts? Because you were saying earlier that it's amazing.
Mhm.
Explain why is it amazing? What makes Donovan Raiola such a good dude?
Dude's intense.
Oh yeah,
Like
his mentality is completely different to anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
He's so cool. Like he can explain stuff, and he's level headed. And then like when it comes to, I don't know that he can.
I feel like I've never seen him talk non-football.
Really?
Like it's like his thing is like everything kind of relates back to football.
He is football,
and it's like I feel like that's the only thing we've ever talked about. I don't think I've ever seen him like talk about it.
Who were we visiting in the hospital? One of our teammates had got a surgery.
Yeah.
It was someone, and we were in the hospital visiting him. It was like just whatever random surgery, like probably shoulder or something. We were in the hospital visiting him. He's just like, yeah, this reminds me of that one time like when I was like playing for the Bears. Like he just relates everything to football.
There was this nurse that came and like talked to us. It was like, hey, like only 2. This is like kind of during Corona and everything. Like, so, like only 2 guys can go up there. And at the time, and this nurse was like standing around us and talking to us. And she was from Jamaica, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And he asked her a bunch of questions about like, do they have football in Jamaica? Because we love football over here.
That's awesome. That is
amazing. It was amazing.
Is a human football.
She was like, yeah, I've never been to one Husker game.
Yeah.
That's true.
But yeah, he loves football. He loves football, and that like
Cool.
it
rubs
comes back
off.
to us. Yeah, like he shows us things, and like the teaching ways of his are a lot easier to understand. And
Yeah, he's a great teacher.
Yeah,
Explain it, because I know you. So you and I were talking a couple weeks ago
Yeah.
about like he adapts well to fitting your skill set.
Yeah, it's like it's more of a like if it works, it works. If it works, it works.
100%.
Yeah, if it doesn't work, he'll try to help you and
Yeah.
like fix it and whatever. But as long as it works, he doesn't really care.
He doesn't need
how
this
it works
specific
as long
way.
as it works. Winning
Yeah.
is winning.
He doesn't see it.
Doesn't matter how we get there.
We're not
You know
like
what I mean?
robots. We can do if we're
Because
getting our job done.
him and I, for example, we're like different sizes.
Yeah.
Right. So like, he's not going to do
No.
the same things I am, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do the same things as he is. And so like he definitely sees that like difference and like lets us do our own decisions as long as it works.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, you're not squatting 795 for 10 reps, right?
Like 7.
I'll say where we at.
790 probably.
Yeah, just a little low. Take the 2.5 off each side.
Safety bar.
Hey.
Safety
hit
bar.
the dump button.
Take the 2.5 off each side, and we'll be good. All right. Brant Nuri, thanks guys. Appreciate it as always. Brant Nuri, Sunday Morning Pancakes, and obviously Husker Football offensive lineman. All right, let's take our final timeout. We'll be back to wrap up Wednesday's show coming up next.
Bye-bye.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the happy hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Steve. Welcome to Great Clips.
Great Clips asks, what's the difference between good and great?
Come on back and have a seat.
Good asks you what haircut you'd like.
I have all your details from last time. Would you like the same haircut today?
Great already knows. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you can get the same thing as last time, every time. Download our online check-in app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
2-1 count, and that's a deep drive into the gap. Smith rounding first base. It's a stand-up double.
Hey, Nick, speaking of doubles, did you know Wings and Rings has 2 ways to enjoy their next level food? Rico, we're in the middle of a game. The game can wait, Nick. One way is to stop by one of their Lincoln locations. They have 2 great locations at O Street, Meridian Park, and 40th and Old Cheney in Williamsburg Village.
You said 2 ways. What's the other way?
You can order online at wingsandrings.com.
If you have concerns about your drinking water, just call Bryant. If your water doesn't look right, smell right, or taste right, Bryant can help. If your water has high levels of iron, Bryant can help. If you're tired of foggy dishes and dingy clothes, Bryant can help. Whatever your home water needs are, Bryant is here with a solution to fit your needs. Be sure about your water. Just call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
In today's day and age, people are trying to do more and more projects by themselves. That might be better on the wallet, but it can also lead to painful sounds like this. Ow! Poor guy, trying to do wiring all by himself. Let's have another listen. It's just not worth it. Don't hurt yourself or make things worse than they are already. For any of your electric needs, call Joe at Ambition Electric today at 402-217-3415 or go to ambitionelectric.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Work, laundry, dishes. I was exhausted. I needed a vacation, but finding a way to pay for it, not so easy. Then I found it, a research study at Solarion. I searched the studies and found a perfect match for me. It was so easy. I earned cash for the study and booked that vacation. Plus, I made an impact on medical research. Find a study and sign up today at helpresearch.com.
You should consider the risks of the research before you agree to participate.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, but you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order your Wingstop online at 28th and Superior, 50th and O Street, and 29th and Pine Lake.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, back here really quickly, one final time on the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Thanks again to Nuri and Brant for stopping on by. Unplanned, completely unplanned, just impromptu. Here they are.
It was great.
Stopped on by.
We should have them on more often.
We should, or you can listen to them every Sunday from 11 to 1 on Sunday Morning Pancakes.
What?
So Rico mentioned it.
Unfortunately, they won't be able to stop by because they have to lift.
Exactly. Rico mentioned it earlier. On Friday, we were having the ticket grill off. Top prize winner gets 4 Salt Dogs vouchers, gets a lot of things included in it. But you can sign up for the form on the ticket's website, theticketfm.com. Head there. All the prizes are listed for all the all the people that enter. Oh my goodness. All the people that enter, and then also the top grand prize winner as well. So you can find out more information there. Once again, you can just fill out that form and enter the cookout, the grill off on Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
And shout out to Canopy Street Market for bringing some ground beef, some hot dogs, and a whole bunch of buns by.
That's right.
So if you want to make a burger or want to make a hot dog, do whatever, we have some of that. You bring your own meat as well if you want to as well.
Mm-hmm.
Any type of meat you want. It'll again on the sign up form. It'll ask you what you're going to grill. Throw that in there. And we'll know. We just want to find out how many people are going to be here, what we can expect, and how much fun we're going to have on Friday.
So Corey and Lincoln says, what is the grill off? More details, please. Rico?
The grill off was a idea just popped off the top of our heads, me and DP, and we decided to put it together for this Friday, again, from 6 to 10 a.m. a.m. in the morning.
Yep.
We're going to have people come out here. You bring your grill. You try to impress us. We have a couple of judges. I don't know exactly how many, but try to impress us with the meat that you make. You can make sides if you would like. You can bring some in. You can cook before you come in as well. If you don't think that whatever you're going to make you can get it done in time, or if you want to make it might rain. So maybe make it before and then come in. We'll bring a couple people in to be on the air. It's just going to be a fun time where everybody's just going to sit together, talk, and just have a great time. And like Nick said, top 3 winners. We have 3 signed jerseys. First place gets first pick, second place, second pick, third place gets the remaining one. I think there's also an entry into BP with DP.
Yep.
The final Friday of the month, and some Salt Dogs vouchers and a lot of other cool things. We have some T-shirts to give away, a couple hats. So it's, like I said, it's just a fun time where people are going to bring their grills and grill some meat.
Just a chance for everybody, the listeners, especially for us to connect to the listeners as on-air people. Before we get out of here, I don't know if you guys remember the Long Beach beef jerky that we tried on air a couple months ago, actually. Made from Nebraska beef. They have 4 flavors: Gramps Original, Cracked Pepper, Spicy Teriyaki, and Buffalo Wing. The Buffalo Wing was super good. But you might ask, what makes this different from other jerky? Premium cut of meat. So it's almost all other beef jerky is made from the round, but Long Beach beef jerky is made from something called the lifter steak, which is also known as the blade steak. It's a thin, flavorful cut found along the outside of the rib. They don't use any filler ingredients either, so make sure, stop by Hy-Vee, stop by various grocery stores, and pick up some Long Beach beef jerky today. Thanks again to our good friends Brant and Nuri for stopping by. Rico, good show. Went by quick.
It was great.
If you missed any of it, head over to the ticketfm.com, the podcast page. But until tomorrow, we will see you later.
Adios.
Your home is your